disturbing.
Well, you do. You smell.
Hey,
like,
you sound like this.
You smell like an Eastern European beef dish.
Oh, thank you very much.
Called haché.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, I've been introducing it the past several times.
Welcome back to the Third Dimension. I'm Cruz.
And I'm Max.
And we're in the middle of the woods.
We're in the middle of the woods.
That's right.
It is so hot. I feel like I'm in the Amazon rainforest right now.
Yeah.
The sheer humidity that is.
Oh, hey, listen. Anytime you're in the South, in the middle of freaking August, next to a body of water, lots of skeeters, lots of humidity.
Well, we're in the swamps.
We're in the swamp.
We're in the swamps.
Yeah.
Stop jingling with the thing.
Literally, look. The sweat is seeping through my shorts.
Don't use that word.
Seeping?
Seeping?
Yeah, that's right.
Quit doing that. It's going to come up in the thing.
Yeah, that's right.
My shirt's wet now from me.
My shirt's wet now from me.
That's right. Also, I have never seen...
What was that? That's right.
Yeah. I've never seen guardrails that tall before. I mean, who are they guarding against? Andre the
I don't know,
Giant?
man. It's all these little niños coming out here that don't want to falling off.
Little niños.
Tell you what, though. You get a small enough child, they'll freaking just...
What kind of child even...
Slip right through there.
No, babies are bigger than that usually, unless it's a preemie. I mean, you could chuck a good-sized preemie out there.
A what? A preemie?
Yeah, that's what they call them.
What was that, like Roman preemies? That's what I called them back in the day.
That is born before its time.
A preemie.
Call them preemies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was the title back in the day. You know what I'm saying? All the Romans, when they were in Jerusalem, preemies?
No, they were not called preemies.
What was it? Why?
It's a prefecture.
Well, you know, the more you know.
Which was actually like an area of land and stuff. Well, it was complicated, so we just...
Oh, that's good.
You hear a lot about it in Japan, but...
Preemie?
Preemie is a baby that's like born before...
So, like, what is your problem?
If you sling that, they're going to hear it.
No, it's not. You can't. I'm telling you, because I listened back to the thing.
All right, we going to see.
You dork.
We going to see.
Hello. But anyways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. It's real hot out.
You know what I made today?
My brain is...
Let me just tell you what I made right now.
Kerfuckled. Kerfuggled? That's a word.
We're bleeping that out. We're bleeping that out. For demonetization properties. We can't have that in here.
That's a word, though, but it's not negative. It's not a cuss word. Right?
Garfunkel?
No, kerfuckled. That's a word.
It's not a word.
Is it really not?
Are you okay?
I was convinced that was a word, but we can move on.
You know what I made today?
What'd you make?
Pomme fondant.
Elaborate.
It's potato, right? Some butter. You cut it into like ovals.
Oh, like pomme frite?
No.
Pomme fondant. Well, pomme means potato.
Oh my gosh, does it? My Lord.
Well, the people don't know this. Well, so pomme fondant is like pomme frite. Pomme frite is French fries. Frite means fry. Potato fry. That's actually the direct translation. So elaborate on what pomme fondant is. And go.
And pomme, coming from the 18th century French, known as Jean Pomme Fond. And
that's not a thing.
It is
that's
a thing.
Not a
I just can't. Yeah, it is.
You just I just came. What is your problem? What is your deal?
What is wrong with you?
It's hot, man. My eye.
You know what? It is hot, but my God.
Elaborate. I want you to keep
pomme
going.
fondant. You skin the potato, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get one of them golden ones, and you cut that sucker into fifths. I want about a half an inch, no, quarter inch thick. And then you take them puppies and you put them in that pan, and you fry them up. Put some butter in there.
Well, so they're like
oil first. Put some oil in there first.
What kind of oil?
Just a neutral oil.
What kind of oil?
A neutral oil.
So, canola.
Canola.
Buy some veggie. veggie tail.
Yeah, canola's good because that'll crisp them up real nice.
Gives
them
them,
some
you take
colors.
that. You take that cucumber and tomato from veggie tail. You squish them up, put them in a
I don't
thing.
squish them up. I skin them, and then I just cut them up into little ovals, and I put them puppies down face first. Put them down in that oil and fly them up. So that's what I did, and I took them taters and I just slapped them down in there.
What is your
I put them in there.
You sound like freaking hey.
I know. So
Why you gotta show no wind, bro? Has he watched any of these?
I don't know. I told him to. So hey, if you're watching, you need to watch it. So
yeah, problem solved right there. I tell you what, if you're watching it, you've already watched it. I want you to watch it if you're watching it.
No, but listen, I put them face down in there. I get a nice color on each side, like a little coin.
Getting that coin. Coin.
Coin. You got to get them coin color. You got to get a fried face on both sides. Fried face on both sides. You want them colors in there. You want it to be a nice caramel with some darks on the edges. And then you take them and you put some beef. I empty out the oil because I don't like that mixing in with my other stuff I'm putting in there. Empty out that oil. Right, let it cool down, throw it in the trash. Okay, take them taters, put some beef broth. Some
Brief?
beef
From
broth.
your britches?
Yeah, britch broth. Ooh, put some broth in there.
What are you putting? Beef broth or bath?
Broth. Put some beef broth in there.
That's right.
And once you do, you put them taters in there too, and you reduce that down. You put like some 500.
Reduction?
Yeah, 500 grams of cubed butter in there.
That's a lot of butter, son.
Yeah, well,
it's like half a freaking pound.
Yeah, well, it depends on how much you make, right? So if you make a lot, it's more beef broth to butter.
Well, how many servings is this you talking about right here?
Well,
now?
I just serve for one, and I use that mixture, and I save it for later, and I throw it on some of them some palms later, some of them
palm trees,
palm potatoes, palm fronds.
You know, the direct translation of that just meant potato.
I thought, no, it doesn't.
You said palm potatoes.
No, I said palm flies.
You continue.
So, like I was saying, I had them taters and I set them in there, right, with that beef broth.
Yep.
And you know what I did? I fried them up real good. After that, I emptied out that oil and I put that beef broth in there with some of that.
Oh God!
Some of that butter, and I simmered that sucker down until it reduced down to some sludge. But that was some good sludge because I put some thyme in there, and I put some pepper. And once I did that, I let it thickened up, right? And you want a gloss in there, so don't put what's that stuff called that thickens? Cornstarch. Don't put cornstarch in there because that makes it look like doo-doo.
Make it oobleck.
No, that's a non-Newtonian fluid. So you take some of them, you take that, right, and you.
So a non-Newtonian fluid is when it's stagnant, it gets real hard, and then if you start, messing with it, fluid.
What?
Continue.
So I put them in there. It reduced down. I put those puppies on a plate. I took some of them sauce and I just glazed it.
That was it.
And let me tell you,
potato.
That would slap your mama good. And speaking of mamas, I gave my mama some.
It's good. She like it?
She did. She said, that's real good.
She slap you?
No, because I'm not her mama.
I'm glad I know that now.
I know it's confusing sometimes,
but questionable information for quite some time.
Why is your eyes so teary? What's wrong with you?
It's so hot.
You're sweating out of your eyeballs?
Sweat out my eyeballs.
That's called crying.
Why do you breathe like that?
So I made that, and I made some eggs with some tarragon, and I made it with some park cilantro.
What?
You just spit all over my face.
Some parked cilantro.
Yeah, you spit all over my face.
That's good.
Yep.
Well, what else did you do?
Well, I made the eggs. I put some fried eggs in
No, man, I'm talking about other than the freaking cooking thing.
Oh, well, what did I do? I got up, I poured myself a cup of coffee. And let me tell you, there's nothing like seeing that morning sun come through the window and having a cup of coffee. Seeing that steam just rise up. Rise up!
Speaking of that, there is a, 1 second.
Oh, bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
There was a Harvard study done.
Bless you!
by a Dr. Antoine Hubert.
I knew him.
Okay, that's actually an F1 driver.
I knew him.
No, there was a doctor or a guy with a PhD at I think it was Harvard or some other monotonous friggin' Ivy League college, and he did a study and he said is that a squirrel?
Sasquatch, what?
That is
Keep
a
talking.
big squirrel. It looks like a freaking
Yeah,
dog.
he's been gorging on some nuts.
Oh Lord, you find them a lot
Saving up for
nowadays.
You know what? That's Jeff. Jeff does not save his nuts for winter. He just eats them when he finds them, and that's why he's so fat. And that's why when winter comes, he's gonna die. Continue.
Be right back. Is that a moth on the freaking thing?
No, that's a leaf.
Dude, that's a moth.
Hold this.
That is freaking cool,
Hold
man.
that. Where? Don't jiggle it.
Look at it. Look at it. Look how.
Where?
Look at the white part of the cord on my phone. The white part.
Oh, it's a hawk moth.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
Yes.
I wish we could show the people. Wait, get out your phone. Get out your phone.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll just splice it in.
Okay.
Just take a little video of it. Here, we're gonna get 2 camera angles now.
Here we go. Welcome.
Is that cinematic?
I don't know.
Get it. Get it on camera. Is this on? Get it on camera.
Look at that guy. His name shall be.
Wow.
Oh gosh, it's getting blurry.
Wait, I want to look at it.
Hello. What's your name?
Ooh, that's so pretty.
Look at that sucker. Look at those eyeballs.
Look at its little beak.
It's called a proboscis.
It's got a big proboscis.
You know.
You want to say something?
Speak to the people. Speak to the people.
Oh God! Yeah. You know, let's leave him alone. He's doing his thing. Which one's yours? Okay. That's real cool, man. You ever seen one before?
Yeah.
And it
Both
flooped
have.
away. It actually just freaking almost got you. Oh, there it. I'm the chosen one. It's on your head.
I'm the chosen one.
It's right on your head.
Yeah, I'm the chosen one. I
Look
told
at
you. Yep, see that? I am
Wait, is it still there?
Dr. Doolittle.
Oh, there it is. Hey, he likes us, man. What's his name? Billy?
No, I just said his name was Samson.
Land on my head.
His
Land on my
name was
head.
Samson.
Samson?
Samson.
Is Samson gone?
I don't know.
Well, you know.
You ever seen a tree frog?
Fly away, little buddy.
You ever seen a tree
Let me
frog?
get back what I was saying. This has been like a freaking 2-minute. There was a study done at either Harvard or an Ivy League college where if you wake up early enough to see the sun rise and go to bed late enough to see the sunset, or technically early because the sunset's pretty early. If you watch the sunrise and the sunset on a daily basis for about a decade, it'll increase your life expectancy by about 15 years. Did you know that?
Yeah. No.
So that's a real cool piece of information because I feel like, we were made to
We were made.
be up
Just like everyone watching us, we were made.
Be up before dawn, and freaking, we're supposed to wake up when the sun,
We were made.
we're supposed to wake up when the sun comes up and go to bed when the sun goes down, and that's just how we work.
Did you know in the Middle Ages, people used to they'd have 2
LNB,
bedtimes.
Infinity,
They'd have-
NFB,
Focus up, son.
Infinity, MMB, smiley face.
Listen to me. I'm trying to piggyback off of what you said.
Yep.
Right? Freaking Middle Eastern time, Middle Ages times. They would have 2 bedtimes. They would go to bed at like 8.
That's what they do in freaking South America.
They'd go to bed at
You
they'd
wake
get
up-
They'd get up at 12.
Sorry, you can go.
And they'd be awake for 2 hours and then go back to bed. Okay, now you go.
In South America, mostly in Brazil. Wait.
Argentina.
No, I don't think it's Argentina. I'm going to have to fact check this. Don't know what I'm talking about. Freaking, you get up at 6. You open your shop from 6 to 11. You have from 12 to 2 is coffee/nap time. And then from 2 to 10, you reopen your shop or business. And then you usually stay out till like 12 a.m. Like they eat dinner really late. Sasha's. You know how they're open till like 12 a.m. on Friday? That's normal in Colombia. It's probably Colombia then. And so they get like 2 hours every single day of coffee and nap time. Wouldn't that be nice? It's like a little, when you're in when you no, when you were in freaking elementary school.
What noises was that?
Yeah,
This is you.
When you were in elementary school and you got nap time, that's what they got over there in South America, down under. Your turn. Yeah,
I love nap
a
time.
little tad bit. He's back! Samson. He loves us.
I don't see anything.
Look at the bottom right-hand corner of my phone.
Schizophrenic?
You need glasses, son.
That is true.
Why don't you wear them? Would you have any?
Yeah, but I want to get a new pair.
I think you'd look. You gotta get those really cool European frames, like the little circle ones.
I look like a librarian.
I know.
I don't want to look like a librarian.
Well, the more you know. What were you gonna say? Continue.
No, in Middle Ages, they would have a watch, right? So you would go to bed at 8, wake up at 12. Everyone would wake up for about 2 hours, just hang out, do whatever.
Everybody would wake up.
They would wake up, and let me tell you, after they waked up, they would go back to bed, like 1 or 2.
That's a time. 1 or 2. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you got to get
Lord.
Get your eyeballs. Look like glassy.
What is your problem?
What's your problem, Bob?
Oh, it's freaking so hot.
Yeah, it feels like the swampies out here.
Ugh.
Gonna make a name for myself.
That's right.
So what did you do today?
Well, I had the night shift last night.
That's not today.
I was talking about last. Well, technically it was because it was 12 a.m. So I got up at 12 a.m.
That's duty.
Long story short, I went to bed really late, and so I woke up at 9:37 exactly. Had a cup of coffee, watched The Chosen. Great show, season 4 out now. You need to check it out if you haven't watched it.
True.
It's great. And then I ran some errands, and then I met up with you, and now we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Putting everything's coming to fruition. We're doing stuff.
What was that gesture?
That's that. Samson is on my screen now. It's a sweet little boy.
How do you know it's a boy?
Got a big proboscis.
Proboscis.
Got a big proboscis. I thought you were retired.
Retarded.
That's right.
Wesley Snipes. Apparently he's a turd. Like,
Is he?
in the essence of, like, he's not a pleasant person. I don't know. This is just hearsay.
Your dad said that RDJ... Well, but that was in the 90s,
That was
right?
RDJ was
when he
also on
was-
drugs
Yeah, I
and,
was
like,
about to
out
say.
of his gourd.
I think RDJ is a wonderful person now.
I'm sure he is. I haven't talked to the guy.
He's a philanthropic, just great guy. He lives in a really cool house, too. It's like that old mill.
Yeah, I know. I saw it with his
Real
wife.
neat,
They
yeah.
did a
Home
tour.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. He's real artsy-fartsy. He reminds me...
He's very...
He reminds me of Robin Williams, in a way.
No.
In the very eccentric...
Robert is more eccentric. He is, like, funky. Real funky.
Miss that guy.
Did you know that they misdiagnosed him?
What do you mean?
He didn't have Parkinson's.
Robin?
Mm-hmm. That's why, theoretically, that's why he killed himself. He couldn't deal with that and the depression from doing cocaine. And, because it destroyed his dopamine receptor, so he really, like, he just was depressed
couldn't get...
all the time. And,
don't do drugs, It's
yeah,
just
it's not good for you. It's going to destroy you.
It's not good. And also, I don't know if you knew this or not. I mean, this should be general knowledge, but alcohol is the most terrible drug of all of them.
No, I think heroin probably beat out.
No, well, statistically, alcohol has ruined more lives than any other drug.
Well,
by
what I'm saying is, like,
a million.
Toxicity-wise,
Oh yeah.
there are much more poisonous drugs. Now, alcoholism, yes. But I think there's a couple
Because
other
it's
things
just
that are...
readily accessible.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that are readily accessible. I mean, opioids are friggin'...
It's just not good.
It's just sad. And it's usually alcohol and opioids and all that
So what we're
stuff.
saying is,
Don't be stupid.
what we're doing right now, man, instead of freaking doing drugs and apparently having a good time, how about you go outside?
How about you connect with yourself?
Yeah, you go on a hike, you hug some trees, and
Touch grass.
that's right. You can touch some grass. Freaking, it just makes you feel real good. Hey, and one step further, watch The Chosen season 4 on Amazon Prime right now. And
Dallas Jenkins, cool dude.
yeah, Jonathan Rumi.
Also a cool dude.
And freaking go out in the middle of, nature, and you crack that Bible open, and you'll feel so much better.
When was the last time you cracked yours open?
When I bought it,
How many months ago was that?
8 months ago.
Okay, well, we're going to do that
Yeah, we're
next.
starting.
You know, that was actually supposed to go behind me, but the winds of change.
That's right. No, but I will say, not that I'm excusing not reading the Bible, because I do need to do that, and we are going to start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm freaking reading that book that you got me.
Mm-hmm. Francis Chan.
Yeah, that's the author, but it's
Crazy Love.
Crazy Love. Yep, it's really good.
Great book. Great book.
Yeah, great book. I recommend it if you haven't read it. Whether or not you're spiritual, religious.
If you're a Christian, it will speak to you.
Yeah, and if you're not, it'll also speak to you.
It'll speak to you in the context of what you might be missing out on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Francis is a very... I would say he's... Well, I'm not going to call it intense, because I think that the way he is framing things is the way that is... I think it's accurate.
Yeah.
And
I think it's a very realistic approach.
It resonates with the emotions and the how you fit into God's
like the
whole
contextualization
heart.
Of the whole thing.
How you fit into God's heart and what that should mean for you.
Yeah.
And what, if that's who you are, what's going to kind of flow out of who you are.
Yeah.
So what, I mean, have you been reading? Did you read it? When was the last time you read that book?
Yesterday, actually.
Really? Mm-hmm. What'd you read?
Well, I started over because I left off of chapter 8 for 3 months. Not that I forgot it, but I just wanted to, like, it's like when a new season comes out in a TV show and you start from the beginning just to get all caught up and like you get all the things. So I'm starting back over, and you know, it kind of sucks because I feel like with most people that, and again, like I think like spirituality and religiosity go hand in hand. So whether or not you're one or the other, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but sometimes, you know, like when you want to sit down and read about God and get closer to God, it can be hard. And also, if you think of something like linear, like a timeline, the closer you get to God, the more susceptible to evil you are. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of roadblocks trying to get to getting closer to God. And, you know, I just haven't had the... I don't know, anytime I like go to read the book, you know, something comes up and, you know, it's totally on me and I take responsibility. So I'm starting that, you know, takes a lot of discipline, conviction.
Gumption.
And I talked to a really nice man last night. His first name is Dan. Came up to me at my job, and he was asking me and my coworker Ryan, he was like, you know, are you guys religious? Are you guys Christian? And we both said yes. And he started, you know, he gave us this cool little mini sermon and whatnot. He prayed for us. But he said something that really stuck with me, which I'm sure he probably paraphrased from somebody. But he said, if you're religious to the point where you've accepted Jesus completely, then that should change you to the core and, again, give you the conviction to get closer to God. Because if you say, like, hey, I have a relationship with Jesus, and you're not doing these things on a daily basis, then, like, you know, how deep does that truth go?
Well, do you know what he's referencing?
No.
Paul and the...
That's what he said.
Fruits of the Spirit.
Also, one of the coolest freaking quotes in the Bible, Romans 1:8, where he said the same
power
that rose Jesus from the dead. Yeah, that is, I don't know, I mean, you could freaking do anything with that, man.
Well, there's a couple songs on
powerful words, yeah, I know.
You know, there's a lot of powerful verses in the Bible.
Yeah.
If you cracked it open and read, you might find a couple of them.
Well, you know, I'm starting that journey right now. It'll enlighten me. It'll give me the weapons necessary to do the right thing.
You know what else it says? No weapon formed against me will prosper, or no weapon formed against us will prosper.
Yeah, that's right.
How
about that?
Then there's the Valley of Bones that came to life in the Old Testament, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the Red Sea.
Yep.
With Moses. And you have Elisha. Somebody called him a baldy. And then God sent bears and they mauled the people that called him a baldy. And,
wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff in there.
So that being said.
Oh, and then there was, there's a lot. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Well, anyways, you know, I think it's a great.
Well, what about that conversation with him sort of piqued your interest?
Well, you know, I mean, I feel like amongst Christianity, a lot of Christians obviously like it. Like, obviously, they're trying to spread the word of God, which, of course, is great. And I feel like you see that a lot. But it was kind of odd. Like, that day, I was like, you know, I hadn't read the Bible in a while. We haven't really talked about Jesus, and I was like, you know, it'd be cool if something happened today.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy named Dan came up to me and Ryan, and he was like, "Do you know Jesus Christ?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." And you know, he gave this whole thing, and I was like, you know what? There's no coincidences with God, so I just thought that was really neat.
Well, there you go.
So that's what stuck with me. Anyways, that being said, get out there. Do you have any other things to say?
No, I mean, just whatever.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
That's some really good dialogue.
Well, I know.
You do what you all do.
I mean, do you have any other
I don't
closing
know.
remarks?
I think
any?
I think it's a great place to. I think it's a great place to end.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss any of our content. And also, you know, comment on the video. We want to know if you guys are enjoying the content.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification.
I said
if
that.
You want to keep
so
up with updates.
Now that we said it twice, you should do it. Like, really. Yeah, man.
This might be a woman we're talking to. Yeah, woman.
Yeah, everybody. Everybody, you know? The human race.
What is dog?
You know what? You're an idiot. So, you know.
Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Yep.
Oh, my butt.
Yeah.